Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Many Intruder, and welcome to Hand of Fate 2! Those of you who've been around for a bit longer may recall I actually played the original Hand of Fate, not when it originally came out. I think I played it a little bit later than that, when it was free with Microsoft Games with Gold at some point. Really enjoyed it. Solid game. Basically, the gimmick is, it's like a fantasy game and a card game, but rather than just being like a card game with a fantasy aesthetic, or a fantasy game that's got card game mechanics to handle the gameplay, you're literally playing a magical card game that involves being like teleported into a fancy... I know it doesn't sound significant, it just sounds like a fancy card game, but it really had a really nice, unique aesthetic. I liked it, and it worked really nicely and was generally just a really nice, solid game. Not a world-changing game, but just a really well put together, solid one. Genuinely enjoyed it. So, here comes the sequel, came out just this last week. Let's give that a flipping look-see.
We must ride, for time is short, and you have much to learn. Make your first choice, and let us set these wheels in motion once more.
Right, the storyteller's back. I'm not sure if that's the same storyteller from the first game. It probably is, but because he's all like, you know, hidden in a cloak and a mask or whatever, it's kind of hard to tell. I can't remember if he was purple last time. Right, so the first thing we have to do is select a character. Do we want to play as moose or as wolves? Wolves are cool. I'm going to play as wolves.
You are a blank slate, and together we will write your history.
So I'm playing my own backstory, lovely. I always felt this could make a good VR game, by the way. Right, I've stumbled many miles through this forest in search of the thieves who robbed you. Though exhausted and hungry, you're determined to reclaim your father's house. Wait. Oh, this was supposed to be my backstory. I feel like we've kind of jumped in media res here. You finally catch sight of the thieves hacking at a large tree, arguing amongst themselves. So keep my distance or move closer to eavesdrop. I'm going to move closer to eavesdrop, because even if it goes horribly wrong, it's the first mission of the game, it can't be that flipping hard.
Every element of the game has been improved, even those that seem at first glance familiar.
So things seem pretty similar to what they used to be. Basically, I've got, 3 success chances, 1 failure, so 75% chance of succeeding this. It's just a bit of a random skill check. And success! So creeping forward, you overhear their leader spouting orders. It simply says, the idiots walk down the road, you push over the tree and jump out. They'll be too scared to put up a fight. We'll get rich. Why don't we just jump out and stab them? One retorts. Another hooded figure chimes in. Yeah, corpses don't put up a fight either. Frustration rises in the leader's voice. The Empire doesn't care if a few farmers lose some sprouts. Drop a corpse on the royal road. The place will be filled with soldiers before you even spent the coin. We don't need that trouble. Very clever. That's why this guy's the leader. You spot a group of farmers coming around the corner, bringing their wares to the market. The thieves fell the tree into the path of the unsuspecting farmers and leap out, weapons brandished. Give us all your food. So, we can either offer to help the farmers, warn them it won't come free, help the thieves with the extortion, or no, let's leap to the farmers' defense. So, what it feels like is there's going to be a leader, and presumably 4 bandits, versus 3 farmers, but this time I actually get to jump in and help them, because it used to be basically just you taking on various problems. Now it feels like actually, you've got more in the way of allies, which is kind of cool. I'm going to leap to the farmer's defense. You draw your weapon with practice skill, and indeed it is pretty obvious that we've actually been practicing with our weapons more than our literature, because practice is spelt with an S when it's in the verb form. Well, you hear the leader's voice. You lads handle this, I'll meet you when you're done. 4 on 4? Blimey, I think, leader, you should probably get involved a bit. Actually, in all fairness, it looks like the leader might be a bard. He is holding a guitar in that card down there. So you can see why he might not want to get involved. So down we go into the void, and now the decisions we've made affect the actual encounter we have. So, there's my 4 thieves. That's absolutely fine. A thug, violent for the sake of violence, and theft for the sake of money. In all fairness, that's a pretty good reason for theft, all things considered. So they attack frequently, evade standard attacks, making heavy weapons less effective. Lovely. Meanwhile, I've got myself some... I'm wandering in naked. I've got a sword and a shield, but otherwise I'm completely naked. Marvellous. So I've got a bash, an evade, an attack, and a defend, and also I've got a weapon ability, whatever one of those is. Lovely. You know what, maybe I should just go in and defend and whack them a bit. Yeah, I'm just going to do that. What's my weapon ability, by the way? I don't have one of those yet. Right, maybe what I should just do is whack you, block, and maybe just evade, actually. Okay, watch out for the A prompt. You guys go down, and yeah, definitely watch out for the A prompt there. I'm losing health a little bit fast. I'm a bit unused to this. Fine, so it's now a bit more Batman-y than it used to be. But yeah, I can kind of use these guys to avoid... I completely failed to avoid there. And you kind of auto-lock onto the nearest enemy. And again, you're really quite... Yeah, you have to be really precise with the timings, by the way. Right, you guys go down. Bash. And then attack and attack. Okay, bash. And then... Yeah, you can't interrupt your attacks with the evade, unfortunately. Right, last one goes down. Any chance I could borrow some clothes off you lads? So, the forest ambush has been completed. Thank you, adventurer. I'm sure that if they took our food, they would have taken our lives as well. Yeah, that seems reasonable. And I have gained lots of supplies of food. Nice, because I helped out those guys. Now, I'm guessing, therefore, yeah, as the kind of the three things you need to keep an eye on are health, food, and gold. Had I helped out the thieves, I probably would have got some gold instead, perhaps? That seems about reasonable. Or, if I'd threatened to kind of extort the farmers, maybe I'd have got less food, but more money. So you kind of start seeing how this works here. It's very similar to the first game, except now you've got more friends floating around. So I consume one food, get a bit of health back, but my father's amulet is not among the takings, dear oh dear. Because yeah, every turn, or rather every event if you like, you need to consume one food, which is why that matters. And the leader must still have it. You set to your feet determined to find him. I'm guessing the farmers aren't going to help me out here, by the way. So find the leader of the thieves and retrieve your amulet. Fine, on we go to the next step of our adventure. A friend in need. While enjoying a moment beside the fire, you spy a strange figure approaching your camp. A goblin, dressed in what must pass for goblin finery. From beneath a filthy fox pelt, serving as an ill-fitting wig, the goblin winks at you with wild red eyes. Aha! I have been roaming for hours trying to find you. We must get this over with quickly if I have any hope of getting to all the people on my list before sunrise. It lowers a sack from its shoulders. Now, from within my sack, I can conjure whatever your heart desires. Well, I could, if there wasn't a blooming great hole in it. His head disappears entirely into the bag, and his bulbous nose protrudes from the breach. A new plan, then! The goblin pulls out his last trinkets. So, now I get to choose a thing. A warrior's axe, a soldier's sword, or a shield. Well, I've got one of those already. I've got a shield. So let's go for a sword. I can't remember exactly how the weapons work in this game, but screw it, I'm assuming it's better than what I've got. And if it plays by Skyrim logic, a sword is faster than an axe, but probably not quite as powerful. So screw it, let's go for the fast thing so I can dodge more effectively. That seems... Ah! I do actually get to see. Marvellous. So a one-handed weapon, riposte against northerners, 125% damage, critical strike, 250% damage on a single target when activated. I'm guessing that's my special ability I activate with right trigger. How about you? And that is an armor breaker. Against corrupt enemies, bash causes additional damage to armored. Cannot riposte. Yeah, probably just a single straight up can penetrate armor is quite useful. Or my shield. I've already got a shield. So you know what? I'm going to go for this thing. That's damage 21 versus... Oh yeah. I'm just going to go for the warrior's axe. That seems reasonable. Lovely. Right, so definitely get that equipped. Lovely. So my character has that immediately. A wise choice! Now I must go. There are many others I must visit before I can rest. The goblin runs off into the night, his fox wig flapping in the evening breeze. Marvellous! So now I've got some extra equipment. Nice. Straight on.
This card has a token. Can you find it?
So my journey through the forest is interrupted by an inquisitive child. You searching for the forest folk? My uncle says they used to walk these woods, giving out gifts. I want to find one and ask for a lemon cake. Alright kid, that is just quite frankly low aspiration. As the dash off to peer under a nearby log, the child shouts back, remember, if you meet the forest folk, get me a lemon cake. In the other direction, an eerie song hangs in the air. You attempt to find its origin. Okay, so now I've got, once again, 75% chance of success, but it seems to be pretty random. Success! Yay! You follow the song through the thicket and stream until you find an open glade bathed in golden sunlight. You find an aged maiden, her posture bent like the boughs of a forest. It has been 12 winters since I've had a visitor. Her voice is a whisper, yet it thunders in your ears. You may visit me when you are in need, adventurer.
This is yours now. Even if you lose the challenge, you have earned this token.
And I don't get that till I've completed my little quest if it's anything like the first game. Marvellous. That was just a quick one. And now, presumably, we find the leader because this is just a little tutorial introducing how it all works. So a trail of fallen trees and distraught farmers leads you to the thieves who stole your amulet. It seems their infighting has only gotten worse. The bandits surround their former leader, weapons drawn. Ah! Well, this strikes me as something that I can potentially use. That will be quite useful indeed. Everyone will get their fair share. There's no need for violence, the leader implores. Whoever heard of a thief talking about fair shares, Spitzwana? You turn up and boss us around. We've barely stabbed anyone. It's been days since I've stabbed someone. Days! Bloody thieves, eh? Right, so we know from the cards there's going to be 4 thieves and a leader, but I might be able to get the thieves on my side if I'm lucky. The leader notices you approaching and waves you over. As much as I'd love to continue this discussion regarding stabbings, I'm afraid I have urgent business with my associate here. As he greets you, he whispers, keep me alive, there'll be plenty of gold for your trouble. Tell him gold cannot replace the amulet he stole. Tell him he'll pay in blood for his thievery. No, let's stay focused on the amulet here. He holds up a finger. First rule of negotiation, never let them know what you want. Kill my associates and I will gladly return your amulet. Ever reliable, the thieves draw their blades to mug you. The leader hurries away to hide. Oh, I don't think I trust him. I think I'm just going to have to fight him afterwards. Fine, so I probably fluff that a little bit. So, potentially, I can either fight them alone, or I can give them all my food and gold. So I guess we just have to fight then. Lovely. You draw your weapon and prepare to deal with the miscreants. Now, thieves evade heavy weapons more frequently. You can change equipment in the inventory. Is my axe technically heavy? Hang on. Yeah, my warrior's axe is indeed heavy. So I probably want to change that over to, unfortunately, a neglected sword, just because then I'll be able to hit the bastard. So let's go over to neglected sword, my wooden shield, which again is rusty, and... Okay, you say I've got an adventurer's garb. I feel pretty naked from the way I look. So, rusty sword got out, so we just need to do dodging and blocking and make sure we're okay here. Into the void we go. This time I've got no farmers to help me out. So stay at the back, don't let yourself get surrounded. Right, straight back here, and I've learned something important, which is basically, oh, hang on. Did I forget to equip the new sword? I might have forgotten to equip the new sword, because, yeah, what the game wants you to do is not dodge, which is kind of weird. What it wants you to do is hit the block button when they're swinging at you, for the most part. And just, I missed the timing there, but that's fine. And now just go for that. Yeah, and you see we just interrupted him right there, and then we just got you, and then everyone's going down much more easily. Yeah, you'd think from, like, the green icon that it would want you to dodge, because green would, you know, correspond to the A button on a standard Xbox controller, which is what I'm using here. But no. It wants you to hit the traditionally coloured yellow Y button for a block. You see, that's much easier. Okay, I feel like that's slightly bad UI, but screw it, at least I understand what's going on now. That prompt wants you to block, not to dodge. So with the battle resolved, the thief leader nods in approval at the carnage before him. He holds out a hand. The name is Malek, Bard Extraordinaire. His smile fades under your withering glare. Sensing your anger, he raises his hands in surrender. Wait, let's not be hasty. We're on the same side here. I'm an upstanding citizen just like you. I've been working with thieves, yes, but only for the greater good. You stole my amulet, you bastard. They were killing people before I came along. I know it seems bad, but look. He pulls out an amulet from his pockets and presses it into your hands. All is forgiven, yes? I'm not sure about that. It does not look familiar. Oh dear. Which one is yours? Okay. So I need to actually choose what my father's amulet was. Do I actually get to select it? Leo, kind of Egyptian pharaoh, oxen or eagle. I'll go for the lion. The lion seems good. There we go. Now I've got that. And I've befriended Malek the trickster. Marvellous. So we should probably get to know each other, seeing as we're going to be friends for life, Malek says. Tell me, where are you from? And it seems we're going into the card to get to know Malek. Okay, what are we doing here? Now I choose who I want to be and where I'm from and stuff, okay. So I guess we'll be this woman with her little lion amulet. If you want to, you can kind of swap it round. That's just the amulet on the front of you there. Yeah, I'm happy with the lion amulet. That seems pretty cool. And then also a crest. Ah, for your outfit colour. I think that one works quite nicely. Oh, by the way, I mean we friend, owe money to Vignus of the Thieves Guild. He's quite angry at us. We should journey to Maya Bridge together to appease him. Some gold might help. I'm not sure I like Malek the trickster. He stole my amulet, and now he's trying to get me to pay off his debts for him. Though come to think of it, I'm rather busy, so it'd be best if you get the gold and I meet you there. Why would I possibly agree to do this? Why? I'm just a massive great mug. Alright, fine. So, now we're going over to the map. Well, it says map. Yeah, obviously you're trying to get over to the top right in this case, but you can take any route you want. And if you want to, you can presumably go through all the cards. You used to be able to anyway. So, get a bit of health back, lose a bit of food. So you enter a competition of strength at a fair. A gold prize is available to the winner. Well, that's flipping useful. Now, the first round of the competition, your opponent is the diminutive Roland, a halfling from the travelling troupe of acrobats. Okay, so what are we going to do here? So we are targeting 10. This is new. I don't remember dice rolls in the original game. So go on then and throw. And what have we got here? So choose which dice to re-roll. So right now we are at a 9. Let's see if we just do any better there. Fine. Ah, I see. You have to do better than that number, not the same as. Got it. Fine. Well, I'm glad we re-rolled then. So presumably we beat the halfling. Yep, Roland is no match for your strength. He gives a disappointed backflip off the table, collects his winnings, cartwheels out the door. Beautiful. So, I've got myself 10 gold. Take your reward from the purser on the way out of the tavern. When you return, you will compete in the next round for a larger prize. Okay, let's go up this way, shall we? So, while crossing a stone bridge, you suddenly find yourself confronted by a villainous band. Okay, this seems like a fight. So, 4 guys of steel. You'd stand and fight or throw yourself to the mercy of the river below. Dice target 10. So, with 1 reroll and 3 dice, I can probably do that. Or I can stand and fight. But if they're 4 of steel, presumably means armoured. Yeah, let's go for leap into the river below with a dice target. Fine. How many dice? Is it 3 again? Yep, so I've got a target of 11. So, toss those right there and... oh dear. Can I... yeah, I can reroll multiple dice. Okay. So, reroll those 2, keep the 5, and... oh dear. I've been quite unlucky there with 3 ones over 5 rolls, but no matter. I guess that means we lose something, probably. I'm guessing we, like, lose some food. Ah, we lose 10 health on this occasion. Fine. To be honest, we probably would have lost more than 10 health actually fighting them, but we probably would have actually gained something too, so never mind. And also, we're now being moved to a random encounter card. We no longer get to choose. Luckily, we actually washed our way back to the tavern, so everything's fine. Let's move over in this direction then.
The roads have become even more deadly since the Empire has come to power, despite their promises of the opposite.
Okay, so we're kind of getting a backstory through his commentary. Road ahead blocked by an overturned carriage, woman calling for help. Please help, I've been robbed by a band of thugs. Is there anything you can do? Dice target 12. Well, we may as well attempt to assist. So, boom! What have we got for that? Ah, I see some... oh, that's more flipping like it. That's more like it right there. I wonder if like you're more likely to get a high result if you actually fling it harder. Like, it really ought to be true probability, but I felt like I just kind of let it go last time. I got loads of ones. This time I flung it and got a good result. Maybe there's an element of that, I don't know. Anyway, that's all done. Thank you, says the woman as you help her from the carriage. Please accept this as a token of gratitude. And it's going to be 3 food. Ah, that's the one thing I did need. Ah, did need a health potion, though. That'll be useful if there's a big fight at the end. Marvellous. Right, on we go.
Celebrations in aid of what? You see how quickly the actions of the usurper are turned into tales for children.
It's just a carnival, mate. Chill out. Nearing the sleepy hamlet of Dulwich, you find the villagers in the midst of some kind of celebration. Much of the activity concerns a large paper and wood statue depicting a fearsome warrior looming triumphantly over a prone lizard man. Follow the parade, ask what's going on, carry on your way. I'm going to ask what's going on exactly. A friendly stable hand explains, in a bygone age, our town was beset by half men, half lizards. There was no food, no respite, very little hope. Salvation came in the form of a nameless warrior who hunted the beast for little more than a handful of coins and a crust of bread. He smiles warmly at the festivities. We honour the warrior like this. The statue is filled with food and gold, and we take turns smashing it to bits with a club. You're welcome to join us, and you may keep whatever falls out. Ah! So if I smash it really well, I could get loads of gold. Okay, yeah, we're absolutely going to follow the parade because we want to do that smashing. So you watch as the villagers take turns smashing the statue with a club and gathering the food and gold that spills out. A local notices your interest and asks if you'd like a turn. Okay, let's... if I watch the local go first, I might pick up a good tactic. But if I wait for him to go first, maybe he's going to hit the jackpot and there's going to be nothing left. I'm going to watch him go first. You allow a young girl to go ahead of you in the queue, an act of courtesy that grants you an opportunity to see how this works. Good, that's worked in my favour. The crowd cheers enthusiastically as the child smacks the lizard man's ankle with the club and gathers a few coins and a wrapped sweetbread that fall out. It's soon your turn. You accept the blindfold and take the club in your hands. Okay, so I've got, huge success, 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 or failure. So 75% chance of something good going on, but 25% of a massive success. And I got the 1 failure. Oops. Unfortunately, I bring the weapon down on my own foot. Because I am truly an idiot. And now I have to choose how hard I just hit my own foot. And it turns out to be 5 life. So this has gone spectacularly well. Oops. Well, no matter. On we go to... actually, am I allowed to go back to the tavern for, like, phase 2 of this? No, I can't go back to the tavern. And I'm not burning food to revisit stuff I've already visited. Right, on we go to the finale then.
Here we come to the end of the beginning, running errands for mages. This will become a theme, I dare say.
Okay, so I am just role-playing some form of fancy heroic mug, got it. So, dead drop. I'm supposed to be, repaying this guy's debt for no well-explained reason. I've got 20 gold with me, or I suspect I might just be able to fight my way out of it. You arrive at my bridge as the sun begins to dip below the horizon. You find Malek perusing a selection of cheeses by the market. Ah, if it isn't my good friend the adventurer, did you bring the gold? Vignes has arranged to meet us at the graveyard. Well, let's explore first. Maybe we can get a tiny bit... Oh, no, sorry. Keep exploring will just be go back to previous ones. That's fine. Let's just go to the graveyard then. You wonder whether the spot was chosen for its seclusion or for easy body disposal. I suspect Malek might be about to flipping betray me, as he is literally the trickster, and this quest is literally called the Fool. So... Alright, fine. Looks like you turned up after all, and with a lackey in tow. We've had our doubts, you know. So, we have got the... Ooh. Hello, the flipping Ace of Greed, and also the Greed of Anarchist, or possibly the Anarchist of... Okay, the cards are sometimes confusing. So, well now, Malek, convince me. What's to stop me cutting off your heads today? You reveal your gold as Malek scrounges in his pockets for some too. So I've handed over the 20 gold, so I basically handed over all the gold I've got. Now what's this going to get me, if anything, good? That's our deal done, Malek says, worry obvious in his voice. There's no need for further trouble. I'm sorry, Mal, Vignes grins. You should have known the guild was never going to let you pay with cash stolen from our members in the first place. Oh dear. Looks like we're heading into a fight, hopefully with his help, because we've now got the Anarchist and or Ace of Greed together with 4 soldiers. Okay, lovely. And he's got a flipping flamethrower. Marvellous. So Anarchists throw flaming bombs that cause fire damage. Your armor's no use to you. Fine. So if he starts tossing something, start diving out of the way. Otherwise, probably just focus on him. Yeah, so basically get out of there, and then just the moment anything happens, just block and block if need. Why are these guys not actually... These guys are not attacking me. Oh, almost got one in there. Managed to block you, and go, and... Go and get out of the way. Balls. Took some... Get out of the way again. Balls. He throws a lot of fire. Okay, get out of the way. Does he... I don't think he actually hits his own guys. I'm not sure you actually can that. Ouch. Right. Go. 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 And avoid. Damn it. Sometimes the hit detection is a little bit on the dodgy side. Right. I need to just finish off these guys as quickly as possible. And then go. 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 And then get out of the way. This guy can be finished off right now with a finisher. So we'll just finish him off. Lovely, then we'll just get out of the way. Fine. So now we just need to basically avoid this guy as best we can. And if he's about to do his flamethrower, just avoid him. Wait for him to do an attack. Okay, and boom. Go, go. Avoid. Yeah, definitely don't get hit by his thing there. Bloody hell, it's quite hard to avoid his bombs when he throws them at point blank range. Okay, I have absolutely no way of actually... can I stun him with the thing? Okay, I can partly stun him with the thing. Boom! No, you cannot actually stagger him while he's doing his flamethrower draw up. Right, stay out of the way of that. At that point, just probably get up to him. If you see the thing, avoid that, and then get back into him. Want to avoid that, and then get back into him. No! Oh, balls. Yeah, if he throws his thing, that's really hard to avoid. So avoid that, and then... Go, go, and then avoid, go, 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 and finish. Nice. Job done, just. Yeah, this is certainly a bit harder than it used to be in the first game. Malek scratches his chin thoughtfully. It seems you could do with someone savvy to help you navigate these tricky matters of diplomacy. Like, maybe killing everyone wasn't the best idea. Come, let's discuss our partnership over an ale or two. Look, I didn't see you having any flipping better ideas. We showed up and we tried to pay him off, and then they attacked us. So we kind of had to murder him, so screw you. But we have at least, even if we lose the quest now, picked up the little golden token attached to the Fool, so I imagine that's that quest complete, and on to the next. So, what am I getting as a reward for that? I get a Cardinal Blade, and a Bastion of Purification, which appears to just be a shield that a sword's kind of got stuck in. Beautiful. And now I also get to get... I get all of these, fine. Market Thief, Tarts, Pies and Exotic Lies, Fork in the Road, and Arm Wrestling. So some of those we saw, and some of those presumably are coming up in the next quest. And for befriending Malek, which may or may not have actually been compulsory, I might have been able to skip that. I get Malek's problem. I don't want to deal with Malek's problem. Malek's a dick. And I've also got the Trickster event himself. Marvellous. So, all of those cards that I just won now get wound into my new deck. And now we can actually move on to something new. Beautiful. So the Fool is completed, and the next quest opens up. So, on to the next challenge, the Magician. And now we start building our deck, just like you did in the first game there. So, rescue the missing Empire soldiers from a town plagued with corruption. So, Growing Scourge, prepare to get corrupted, avoid the Empire, lose gold for every Empire guy killed. Fine, try and avoid the Empire as far as possible. And if you want to, you can basically just tell the game to kind of fill up your deck however the game thinks is most appropriate. So now I've got a full deck that the game actually recommends, but if I want to, I can make some changes. So these down here are, yeah, the actual places I'll visit on my journey. If I wanted to, however, I could actually just kind of get rid of some of these instead. So, for example, Fork in the Road we unlocked, we haven't actually dealt with yet. The thing is, what you want to have on your journey is the ones with the tokens tied to the bottom, because then you'll get more rewards for completing those. I've already, however, had Distressed Damsel, so if I didn't want that one again, I could get rid of that. It gains me gold, gains me food, it's a dice challenge, there might be a Thieves' Ambush if I were to fail. Old Maiden, have I done that one yet? I thought I'd done that one. Market Thief. I tell you what, I'll get rid of that one because, yeah, a potential Thieves' Ambush and a roll of 12 is a bit on the aggressive side. So I'm going to remove that card. Instead, I'm going to bring down Fork in the Road because we haven't done that one yet. So screw it, I'll get that one. So that's that. Lovely. Let's move over to equipment here. Make sure I've got a good selection. Because you start off with just kind of basic stuff and then you basically find stuff as you're going along too. However, on this occasion, I've only got 5 bits of equipment, so we don't need to worry about that. So, that's probably fine. Let's begin this new proper quest here, because that first one was basically just a tutorial. And remember, don't attack the Empire if at all possible. And I do like the aesthetic of everything swirling around it being a magical card game. It's beautiful. It's just lovely looking. Right, your conversation with the fur trader is interrupted as Malek arrives in a flurry. I hate Malek. I really, really hope we get to kill him at some point. So, the whispers speak of trouble at the edge of the Empire. The town of Westwend is suffering against the Blight. Okay, tell me about Westwend. What's going on here exactly? Yeah, what exactly makes Westwend special? Why are we bothering to deal with it? Ah, Westwend gave Malek his freedom. I intend to return the favour. Fair enough. Do we know where it actually flipping is? Outer edge of the Empire. I'm guessing probably in the top right of those cards, in fact. Yes. And when we get there, we might be able to actually join up with a few Imperials, but some of them are dead, missing, or drunk, so it might not be that much use to me. Fine, let's get on with this then. You return to the market and ask if any traders headed to Westwend might need an escort. There are 3 options, so stonemason, food wagon, weaponsmith. So basically I'm choosing between, well, I assume that's money, I guess. I'll take a weaponsmith. Let's see if we can just upgrade my weapons right now, because presumably my equipment starts off with, yeah, some basic stuff here. I've got a villager's axe or a neglected sword at this exact moment in time, so not doing so hot. So on the plus side, at least now I've got something light and something heavy. And that gets me potentially a soldier's sword, so better against, like, fast-moving light enemies. Sure, we'll equip that now. Remember to change that over if need be before a fight begins. We'll equip it for the time being, but if it's an armoured opponent, better to go for the axe. At least now I do have an axe and a sword on me. So you arrive at the town of Westward. Oh, we got there straight away. So to defend the town, you'll need to locate as many Empire soldiers as you can. Ah! Okay, so we're now basically going around just trying to rescue as many Imperials as possible in order to actually give myself the best chance and the highest number of allies in the finale. Oh, that's really cool. Right, so on we go to the next flipping card here. So, I've got a shopkeeper here, and I can buy food, which there are 20 things. I could sell stuff I don't need. Hang on, I might have some. Oh, no, because you can't sell your rusty stuff. I can only sell my soldier sword for 8. So let's keep that, because that's quite important. What equipment do you have? Have a look-see. Ah! The Cardinal Blade we found last time, of course, we don't technically have. It's just shuffled into the deck, so now we'd have to rebuy it, and it's been shuffled into this here store. Fine. I could have a shield with defense of 10. My current wooden shield has a defense of only 4, so I could have a much better shield if I wanted to. But let's maybe keep my money for the time being. Yeah, I'll hold it for the time being, because that would basically be my entire money gone, and I might need that for something later. I might buy some food, however. What do I want to buy here? I'll just buy 1 food for 4, just to make sure I've got enough food, just in case something goes wrong there. Yeah, just 1 food, that's fine. So -4 plus 1 food, that's a-okay. Right, let's leave and just be on our way here. So you find Malek's associate sitting on a blanket by the sewer gate. You can't tell if he's a goblin, a human, or an animate pile of greasy rags. A few wilted daisies and duckweed tied with rope are flopped on the ground around him. Merc, Malek calls out to the creature, arms outstretched. I have a favour to ask of you, my handsome friend. The greasy goblin man raises a hand to stop the bard's prattle. 10 gold first, you know that. Ah, if only I had 10 gold. Oops. We don't have enough gold, unfortunately. Malek, if you want this to happen, you need to make up the bloody shortfall. The goblin man looks affronted. Malek places a consoling hand on him. Don't be mad, she doesn't know about how our kind work. Merc crosses his arms and turns his back to you. Malek makes soothing noises. Look here, Merc. We'll be back before you know it with the gold, okay? So, we can potentially come back here if we can win some more gold elsewhere.
The Empire reaches too far. The North has gone from a loose collection of tribes to something to truly fear.
Right, so the wild tribes of Newcastle and Sunderland have decided to reunite and are now invading civilization down south. Got it! Well, we don't have 10 gold, so I guess we need to fight to free them, and hopefully we'll pick up some gold from their corpses or something. So, 4 guys to go down, and it looks to me like they were kind of armoured, so let's go over to the slightly more powerful axe, because they look armoured to me, because it's the something of France, but it looks like they've got like big heavy helmets and stuff, so we'll fight to free them. Beautiful. One-handed weapons recommended against Northerners. Ah, okay, fine. They're not actually that heavily armed at all. In that case, you are... Is this technically one-handed? No, it's a heavy weapon as opposed to a one-handed weapon. It's one-handed versus heavy. Fine. So we'll go over to the soldier's sword. At least we've got a decent weapon on this occasion, so we should be able to cut through them a bit more quickly. Nice.
Let us see if the mage can help you here.
Ah, and we might actually have a mage helping us out. I'm not really sure what Malek is planning to do to help, but screw it, this will be entertaining. So here he comes, and he's going to do something. He has a magic book. A magician, jester, and vagabond. When activated, he casts a protective spell on you that can block a single hit. Oh. Doesn't strike me as that useful. So companion... Ah! Companion abilities now, you say. Well, that's just flipping useful. Fine. So, if I need to, I can... I've already got a shield. Right, fine. Let's just quickly go for that. And blimey, these guys hit pretty hard. Right, okay. Right, and got to... Okay, red means you've got to dive out of the way here. Dive and just get out of the way. Ah! He does actually have some magical stuff going on here. Can I actually block these guys at all? Block. Okay, block. Damn it. These guys hit really flipping hard, and you cannot block the big things. Ah, you can sort of dive out of the way, but... Oh, just managed... No! Balls. You've got to be really precise with your timings. Really precise. There we got that. And block you. Get out of the way. Just go, go, go. And then probably this is a good time to get out of there. He just tosses in some stuff. Can I actually have some... no, you kind of... Ah, he's gone over there and just avoid that. Go, go. Let's get one of you down. And now activate special ability. Oh, run him through. Right. So get those 10 hits in. Avoid that. Let's go for you, you, you. Avoid! Too late. Avoid that. Block if you can. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. And go. Block. Did not block in time there. Down he goes. But Malek might be dead as well, unfortunately, because he got himself a bit hit. But screw it, we did win. Right. Now, has Malek going down caused a problem for me? We've also picked up... Ah! We've picked up a very, very good weapon there. Very, very nice indeed. So, what's that thing's special ability? Because, yeah, that one was critical strike when you got to 10 hits without being hit. This is after 10 hits. Fires magical blades in 8 directions when activated. Ooh, bonus damage to Corrupted, which we will be going up against because the Blight's at the end. Bash causes additional damage to armor, so if they were actually armored, yeah, that would actually be better, and it's one-handed. Alright, fine, let's actually switch over to that right now. That does just seem better, it's more powerful, full stop. I've also gained some food, and I've gained 2 recruits, but sadly, no flipping gold, so I still can't help out with that situation with Merc down in the sewers. Fine. That's that done. 2 soldiers to hand. On we flipping go. And my health is a little bit on the low side, so got to be careful here. The Market Bazaar is a hive of activity. Traders from across the lands call out to passers-by to sell their wares. As the sun beats down on the crowded street, you pause briefly to draw water from a fountain. Right, I'm guessing there's going to be a flipping thief. So a pickpocket has indeed tried to steal something from me and is now making a run for it. What are we going to do? Oh, right. I've just lost 5 gold. Well, I better be able to get it flipping back. I've got, oh dear. Only a 25% chance of success. And darn it. Unfortunately, I've just lost more money, so there's no chance of getting Merc on side. That is a shame. Well, that's just bad luck then. So the West Wind Tower bell chimes feverishly. The town cry bellows, "There's corrupted inside the town! They broke through the sewers and into Louse Lane! Our brave soldiers have gone down there to sort it out." Okay. I've potentially got 2 soldiers to help me out, and I've now got the Cardinal Blade. So, what do we have here? I can keep exploring or go to the next level. Yeah, I kind of need to go on because I've done everything here. There's no way I can get enough money to actually help out Merc, unfortunately. That's a shame. By the way, I've actually set... Yeah, I've got the Cardinal's Blade already set, so that's fine. If I did have a load of money, I could either go back to Merc or I could go back to the shop and buy some more stuff. But I've got the Cardinal. I think we're fine. Let's go on to the next set of cards. So we're straight into a fight here. I've got 4 on my side and 4 on their side. But yeah, I've got a special magic sword. So if I just stay back and play carefully, we should be alright here. And that's what a Blight looks like. Fortunately, yeah, this weapon does double damage to Blight. Actually, is it double damage to Blight, or is it just the special ability that's double damage? I think it's just the special ability, actually. First touch of corruption brings forth the darkest elements of their victims. Infected enemies are feeble, cause them to become knocked down when their health is low. Use a finisher before they recover. Fine, so remember to go and finish off guys on the ground, otherwise they might regain some health. Ooh, I like my Cardinal's Blade. That's pretty bloody good. Right, so around here, and then I get myself a special ability. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Now finish you off quickly. There we go, up to 5 out of 10 against these guys already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now into the middle of them. Boom! That's some nice bonus damage there. Finish him off. Nice. And now finish this guy off too. Oh, yeah, this sword's beautiful. That's a much better flipping sword. Nice. Job flipping done, guys. What else is here? Ah, there's still one more down this way. Let's just finish him off quickly. Job done. Right, that's nice and smooth. This sword is a nice sword to use against the undead. And with that, the plague is completed. I gain another... Ah! Because all 4 of them survived, I gained them all as recruits. Nice, up to 6 for the final battle. Now, what do I get extra? I get some equipment. A choice of either an axe or bastion of purification. That's a very good thing here. So, damaging defense against corrupted defense scores. Ah! Okay, you know what? Take the Bastion of Purification. In the final fight, that will be really flipping useful. Albeit it slows me down slightly, but it's so much better. I totally want to have that, and I want to equip it immediately. And I also get a ton of food, very useful. Even more food, but still basically no money. And now, we've got a choice of paths to go down. Let's take the low road. You chance upon a wooden cart overflowing with pears, pies, and many items otherwise. A wonderful smell wafts from the cart. Albeit exotic lies are mentioned, so I suspect something's dodgy here. Are they all made of people or something? Malek shakes his head. Poor old Chester. This is why you should never have been seduced by the wiles of women, coin slaver. They'll break your heart and leave you selling your lemon tarts with little business sense. The old farmer hawks his wares to passers-by. Tarts, pies, and exotic fruits. Now, what's going on here exactly? Exotic lies. I'm guessing, therefore, the fruits aren't real. And probably, I can't actually afford any of this full stop. But let's have a look, see what's going on here. Chester smiles at the exotic fruits for a while, as if remembering a happy memory. Before he finally decides on a price. I don't actually have that much money, so this is going to be interesting. 10 gold. I don't have 10 gold, unfortunately. Ah! That's the price that will be... Okay, decline that. Fine. He takes the fruit from your hands, coldly asks you to leave. Well, no offense, I couldn't afford it anyway, so screw it. And here we go, that card I didn't recognise, the Old Maiden. Walking through a shady forest, you encounter a frail old maiden. She stops to greet you. For centuries I've helped the mortals who find themselves lost in my forest. Is there anything that might help you with your journey? Well, I imagine what I'm asking for here is food, health, or gold, so my health is a bit low. I will ask for a tiny bit of health. Lovely. You feel a warm sensation through your body. Health plus to... Ah! Plus 10 to max life. Better and flipping better. While patrolling the outskirts of Westwind, you hear the clash of steel and the unmistakable groan of corrupted. Your investigation leads you to a distressed nobleman perched on the roof of his carriage. Thank the gods, I was heading to tea with Duke Gilbert when we were ambushed. Right, I guess we have to basically deal with that. Now, ooh, hang on, what do I need to do? So basically right now I'm choosing between the reward. He'll pay if I stay to protect this guy, or I can go and help his footmen. So if I go after the soldiers, I'll get more soldiers recruited, but if I stay with him, I'll get more money. I am going to go after the soldiers. Let's just keep maxing out the soldiers, because we're doing well on the soldier front right now. So let's just keep them going along, because that will make the final battle a lot easier. Ooh. Right, so it's going to be 2 soldiers and flipping 7 blights. Luckily, I actually took that health top up, otherwise this might be a bit on the dicey side. Ah, but I've got my new shield. So now I'm doing like 5 damage just by blocking, which works for me. So be ready with the block key in preparation. And in comes my Cardinal's Blade. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Wait, we already had that. Maybe I would have just been given that if I didn't have it already, but I already have that. Yeah, I'm pretty badass now. I've got my proper shield and my sword and everything. Nice. Now, just got to get some hits in. 1, 2, block. Okay, and prepare to block again if need be. There we go. Block. Didn't need to block on that occasion. There we go. And get in the middle and attack. Special attack. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good. Prepare to block for their attack. They seem pretty slow, actually, so... And block there. And the actual reflect does a bunch of damage, too. And now attack. There we go. More going down there. Oh, I like the Cardinal's Blade special ability there. And block. And took a little bit of a knock there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and kaboom! Lovely. Right, let's just finish you off before you get up again. And then just dive out of there, please. And then go, 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 and block. And if need be, that's nice. Finish you off nice and quick too. And then dive out of the way of this guy. And the block actually does tons of damage. Finish you off. Are any of the soldiers still alive? I suspect they both died, unfortunately, because I don't see them floating around. I think it's just Malek still around. So, I've gained yet more max health, and I've gained some money, but no. Unfortunately, no Empire soldiers remained. Oops, and the noble died too. Still, I got some money off the bodies, so it's fine. And I am still at 6, that's acceptable. Right, let's loot round the other way before we get up to the top right here. We want to see absolutely everything if we can. So we've got some Imperial soldiers strung up by Northerners. I could fight to free them. No, the Cardinal's Blade still has the benefits versus Northerners, and I've got the new shield now, and it's only 3 of them. Yeah, basically we just want to fight to free these guys. It's only 3 Northerners, and we've got the bonus damage, and I've got the bonus health. This should be absolutely fine. So let's just dive in there, take care of these guys. This should be absolutely a-okay. Just remember to block, dive around, everything's fine. So, 3 Northerners, and I should get 2 extra soldiers for my trouble. Ah, these are Raiders. Use riposte with single-handed weapons to deal extra damage. Ah, okay. So I need to block, because that will mean I can do bonus damage with subsequent attacks. Well, that's absolutely fine. So just like that, and then just the block. Oh, yeah. There we go. Now, avoid the heavy attacks, though. Avoid the flipping heavy attacks. Okay, go, go, go. And then avoid, yep, heavy. Go, go, go. And then block. And then I kind of hit the dodge. That's the heavy attack. Go, go, block, and dead. And just go for the critical. That's not the critical. That's the big magic attack. But it still looks really badass. And I don't think I even took a hit there. So, that's presumably an extra 2 soldiers. Normal shield? No. That normal shield is not worth it. We'll just keep that. Fine. But we also get... Oh, we get tons of extra life. 15 gold and 2 recruits. Well, that was a good encounter right flipping there. Up to 8 soldiers. Let's keep going. Now, this is interesting. I just got to the Forked Road, and the Forked Road isn't an encounter. It simply shows me what else is on the map. Fine. So that's basically... Ah! Fork in the Road is a signpost detailing possible paths. So if you keep that card in your deck, you don't get anything out of it, but it shows you what's where. So that could be a very useful one to keep in your deck later in the game. That's just a choice you can kind of do without it if you want more encounters, or you can keep it if you want to know what those encounters are going to be ahead of time, which could be really useful. Now, my final stop off, the General Store. Now, I probably want to buy some healing, depending on how much it costs. 8 for 10 life. Yeah, you know what? I'll have that. Let's just quickly get myself up to good health there. Could buy that again, but it will be a bit of a waste. Let's instead just say... Actually, you know what? I'm going to have a bunch of stuff to sell, because I don't need the Soldier's Sword when the Cardinal's Blade is going to work well against the Undead. I don't need this shield either, so I'm going to sell that for 5. So we'll sell that, lovely. And I'll sell the... I'm going to sell the Soldier's Sword too. That's fine, because I've got the Cardinal's Blade, and I know I'm going to be taking on Undead at the end. So that brings me to 31. I don't think the store's going to have anything special, because the store can only have, yeah, what you actually shuffle into your deck, so therefore there's nothing special there. But it does mean I can buy some extra healing, just to make sure I'm absolutely tip-top shape in that regard. And I may as well buy food, just in case there's another kind of bunch of stuff beyond this. So, screw it, I'll buy 3 food for 10. Boom. That may be a waste, but just in case there's like a 3rd tier of stuff, leave there. Let's go on to what may be the finale. So if we ring the bell, it will summon West Wind's defenders. Do you wish to summon the soldiers you've recruited? I've got 8 of them. That feels decent to me. 8 of them, and I've got 2 very good anti-undead weapons. This should be fine. I mean, previously I've basically taken on 7 of the undead by myself, and I basically came out barely even taking a knock. So hopefully we can manage this. 8 allies on my side. Very, very nice indeed. What's left on their side? 6 Blight and 1 Blight of Terror. Or possibly Terror of Blight, because the cards are rather unclear. Okay, you must survive until morning when the Imperial reinforcements arrive. Let's give a rousing speech. Screw it. Oh. Uh-oh. There's only a 25% chance of success here. And... darn it. The soldiers are unmoved by my words, remain tense and fearful. Oops. But on the plus side, I do seem to now, like, basically outnumber the undead. There's, like, only 6 of them. I fought more than 6 of them previously, and that was basically without help, or with very limited help. If I can just get my sword up to 10 hits without taking a knock, I can basically just get in the middle of them and... Ooh! Hello! Right, so that's what happens if you get really flipping infected then. So I need Bash to break the corrupted armor. Okay, remember to use Bash against that thing, but before we do that, let's finish off the other guys. So, yeah, in we go. Round to this side, please. Let's just finish off you, and go, and go, and go, and go, and go, and go, and we're almost at 10 already. Nice. Now, in the middle, and boom! That is lots of bonus damage there, and these guys are almost finished off. Finish them off too. Right, and now all my soldiers are helping out here. Now, what's your special ability? What's your special thing you do? Because if I can just basically break his armor off, let's just finish off this guy first. Finish you off quickly. Right, and break the armor off, please. And now, big attack for 40 damage. Nice, we've almost broken his armor. There we go, armor's gone. Now, stay out of the way. And now, actually, is he down the ground already? Okay, well, he may not be down. Ah, that just gets his armor off him. Right, everyone just use. I just need to use my block ability to basically get his armor off him. So, okay, just basically get him with a bash. Boom, 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 boom. And he knocks me well back, but I've got plenty of strength for the time being. And actually, it looks like the magical attack is capable of, yeah, give me a bit of help there. Thank you, Malek. And then just basically, yeah, get in there, knock his armor off him, and then just get a few more breaks in on him. And as soon as his breaks down, I think we're basically okay to get in there. Yeah, he's now facing someone else. And now, if we're lucky, attack, 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 and, oh yeah, big finisher. Boom. Terror taken care of. So, the big armored lads, you just need to hit him with the bash, and then just get him once their armor's dead. Beautiful. Nice. Made much simpler because I bothered to actually recruit a whole bunch of soldiers. So now you can rest until morning, ready to greet the reinforcements with the town already saved. And as my reward, I get a bunch of new equipment that I can therefore find spawned in my next adventure. A ring, a shield, and some form of special sword. Lovely. As well as Man-Eating Tree. These are just new events then. Man-Eating Tree, Gnomish Exchange, Lost Boy, Pauper Plague, and the West Wend Tavern, which has a special thing attached to it. So definitely worth putting that one into the deck if you can. And yes, indeed, now I've got a choice between multiple quests. The High Priestess, the Empress, or the Emperor. And obviously, once again, I can basically just say, hey, just kind of, you know, fill up the deck as much as you want. That's right, just fill that up. And then I can make changes as far as I want to. So if I want to, like, pull some stuff out, I can put some new stuff in. So if I want Lost Boy or Man-Eating Tree, because right now, none of them would actually show up, I can put them in. Or I can put in old, simple ones. So if you want to, you can make your journey to the end a bit simpler. But obviously, you know what the rewards are going to be, and they're not going to be that great. Because more difficult quests with special little stuff pegged to the bottom of them are going to give you more stuff going forward. And of course you want to get as many rewards as possible because you need to unlock the more advanced cards and more advanced rewards going forward too. So I'm probably going to take out Tarts, Pies and Exotic Lies because that one was a bit of an odd one. So we'll probably get rid of that one, for example. Anything else I want to get rid of? Malek's problem. That was Merc and Seal. We never solved that one, so we might keep that one. We'll probably want to keep all of them. Old Maiden is quite useful. That's the sort of one you might want to keep in, because having the ability to basically just ask for additional health for free, that's a useful one to just run into. And then basically just take your pick, really. So, yeah, go on. We'll put in the Man-Eating Tree, because we've never even seen that one before. Meanwhile, over to equipment, now I start having to choose what I do and don't want to have there. Because the problem is, if all this equipment actually spawns in a shop, say, if you put nothing but your best equipment in, you might not be able to flipping afford it. And because I've never actually had Winter's Bane before, I don't even know what it flipping does. So, yeah, that's kind of unfortunate. Yeah, and this one also I don't know what it does, because we've never had it before. And my companion, I'm stuck with Malek for now. But if I complete the Emperor's quest next, then yeah, I could actually get myself a new companion who's not Malek. So that would be flipping lovely, wouldn't it? And in this quest, the gimmick is you need to gain blessings to increase your chance of success. Potentially, the High Priestess could be won over if I just kind of do enough blessings ahead of time by completing quests correctly. That's nice. Meanwhile, it also gives you an idea of what enemies to expect, so you can actually set up your equipment loadout correctly, so make sure you take a sword that you know works well against the Northerners. The Empress, meanwhile, the gimmick is you need to gain fame as a unique currency, and indeed, Northerners will be all over the shop. And ultimately, I might be able to wield the legendary weapon, Hretha's Ire. So that's probably my ultimate reward there, a super awesome badass sword. And as for the Emperor, we're recovering a relic of some description. Explorer, the road ahead may be long, so this is going to be a really long quest, so therefore you want to fill up your deck with stuff that can actually give you, or gives you the opportunity to buy, food, because you're going to be running low on food. Thieves are going to be all over the place, so make sure you've got the right weapons for them, and use map reveal to help navigate the treacherous wilds. So putting the card, the crossroads, whatever it was called, into the deck in this one, very useful, because this is going to be a big, complicated quest. But you know, ladies and gentlemen, I think you get the point. This is Hand of Fate 2, and oh, I like it. I do like it. It's just like the original. The original was great too. It's a lovely, lovely game. It just feels like they've taken the original. They haven't thrown anything out of the window. They haven't thrown the baby out with the bathwater. They've just taken the original. They've used that as a solid foundation, and they've just built on it slightly. And I like what they're doing. You know what? I think you might just be seeing this one again. In fact, this feels like a really good live stream candidate. Haven't made my mind up 100% yet, but expect to see this as a live stream, potentially this coming weekend. If this video goes out when I think this video is going to go out, the next live stream should be one of the one-offs. So, potentially, this will be showing up this coming weekend. Oh, I do like it. It's a damn good game. A really, really good game. Very recommended. Link in the description below. This was the PC version, by the way. Should have mentioned that, but I'm pretty sure this has also come out on all major consoles as well. So, expect to see this returning pretty soon, ladies and gentlemen. But in the meantime, I've been John. This has been many a true nerd, and this has been Hand of Fate 2. Thank you very much, and goodbye. I've created a small problem in my road system, which is, it's literally impossible for anyone to ever go back into town. And this building shall be where we produce our zebras. And this much taller building next door is naturally where we produce the giraffes. Does anyone remember how the road system went? I think it was something like this.